Katie.
And I'm Kay.
And you're listening to the Babes of Quinte podcast.
Hey, Katie, did you know that you should go for a routine dental hygiene visit every 6 to 9 months?
Kind of, but does everyone have to do that?
Our friends at Family Dental Center told me that every 6 to 9 months is ideally how often you should see your hygienist, but it varies depending on a person's oral health. Having a routine dental hygiene visit will help remove calculus and tartar buildup, provide early cavity detection, catch small issues before they become major treatment, and screen for oral cancer.
Oh, so going for routine dental hygiene checks helps with your overall health, plus keeps your teeth looking fresh and clean.
Exactly.
You can book your dental hygiene appointment by visiting Family Dental Center in Belleville, Frankfurt, or Coburg at familydentalcenter.com, and make sure to follow them on Facebook and Instagram at FDC Family.
Hi, my name is Holly Amon, and you may remember me from episode 36, or maybe you've seen my Instagram or Facebook post. I am the owner and head health, fitness, and mindset coach of Fit with Holly Amon. I started my fitness journey after spending years restricting, dieting, and binging, and then I was like, no more of that, and began focusing on getting strong, gaining muscle, and fostering a healthy relationship with food, and fucking loving myself. I know firsthand the struggle of trying to be comfortable in your body and navigate the sea of fitness influencers, advertisements, and messages being thrown at you from all over the world. Over the past 3 years, I have dedicated myself to helping others reach their level of fitness success in a way that reflects sustainability for them. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at fit.with.holly.a and click the link in my bio for more information.
How you doing? You're struggling.
I'm so tired.
I'm so tired. What's going on in our life? I don't even know if I want to talk about it.
I mean,
we've talked about it before, but...
Well, we talked about it last week. I think that we are currently in a limbo right now because there's lots of things happening with the government and social media.
Specifically for media
companies. And news. And there's not a lot of answers from anybody. And that's very stressful.
Yeah. So if you haven't heard us talk about it, Bill C-18 was put into force. I don't know how bills work. By the
It was
Canadian
signed by
government.
Canadian government. And part of that bill is the Online News Act, which includes Meta, Google, and these big content social media search giants to pay Canadian creators for using their content.
It backfired.
It's also more nuanced than that.
Ultimately, it's fine. Like for us, so we are the digital team at Starboard Communications. What this means for in Quinte 95.5 and Cool 100 is it's starting with media companies first. They have blocked. It's a rollout too, so you may not see this yet, but all of our content is going to be blocked on social media, which is fine, but we have to spin what we have been doing for 6 years, and Kay has built.
I think that's the most frustrating part. This is like part of my job has been trying to encourage people to encourage our staff to use Facebook, to use all these apps, to make content, and now it's like, no.
And it's fine.
It feels really deflating.
It's
to
very
have
deflating.
Something that you've been working on for 8 years just disappear because
we don't have answers. No other media companies have answers.
No.
And Meta is not telling us a lot. We're just getting blocked. There's no timeline, so we're trying to get ahead of it
and make sure we have a plan beforehand.
But getting to the plan, making the plan and figuring that out was time consuming. And then I was being optimistic that radio stations weren't going to get hit because I was like, we're entertainment. And then yesterday,
we found out a bunch of the bigger media
are blocked. So I was like, well, it's coming. So that kind of, I feel like, again, it was almost like being hit again. And it's fine.
It is fine. It's just a lot of things I wasn't. But that's the worst part is I was expecting it,
but not this fast.
I knew it was. It just. I feel like it's just because I don't technically have the skills to build a solution, and I think that's the part that's resonating with me the hardest. Like it's hard for me to digest that.
For me, it's hard to digest. One, because it's our main job is digital.
Yeah.
And two, like local media is so important, and we're trying real hard, and it's just like getting uppercut.
Well, exactly.
Like,
it's
again.
like who's like when you're looking for what's happening in your community, like you're not going to CBC.
No. And so in saying all of this, Kay has been a genie this week. Like I give you mad props for everything. You have been working so hard, like, and I know it's stressing you out, but you have done so much, and I'm so proud of you.
I want to cry all the time.
I know. And I'm so
I'll be
sorry.
fine.
But you have done amazing things this week. You have troubleshooted. Like I know your brain is probably just short circuiting at this point, trying to figure out solutions.
I'm not totally here right now, but if you do want to get at the
this
news,
is what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So if you want news, that's what one thing Kay has. She has put the in Quinte on our radio app. So the 95.5 Hits FM mobile app and the Cool 100 mobile app now have an in Quinte stream, so you can go there. There's also going to be a Reddit thread, and there's also going to be potentially a WhatsApp community.
Yeah.
But the best thing you could do for us would be to download the mobile apps.
The mobile apps, and just keep, or bookmark inquinte.ca.
Yeah.
If you know how to add it to your home screen, do that. Any way to continually support local news is going to be sign up for email newsletters.
Yeah.
Like anything like that is one of the small things that you guys can do
really
to
helps.
just help us get through how I'm going. Yeah. It's I'm worried about traffic. I'm worried about.
And we have no idea how, like, it could be fine. But we both are like doom and gloom. We're like, everything's gonna die. Like,
see, I have like this, like, I'm super pessimistic, so I'm just like, nope.
I was trying to be optimistic about this one, and it didn't.
I'm like, we're just gonna
I'm like,
just end it.
That's why I'm a pessimist.
Yeah,
I'm like, this is why.
But it will be okay. We can only do what we can do.
So in all of this, though, I decided to emotionally destroy myself. I'm so sorry. You've heard me talk about this so much this week. Because I am on a spiral.
Katie has been watching Netflix.
I know I'm gonna cry this episode. Okay.
I can see it in your eyes. It's like right there.
It's right there. I have been on an emotional roller coaster. There's a show on Netflix called Heartstopper. Mm-hmm. It has both brought me so much joy and emotionally ruined me.
Okay.
And I didn't know why. So the premise of this show, it is a book. It's a graphic novel.
Okay.
I think it's for teens. But a lot of like millennial gays are like watching it.
Okay.
And I didn't know why it gave me so many feelings. So pretty much it's a British show. There's this boy, Charlie. He's like outwardly gay in high school, and he gets bullied really bad. And then he makes a friend, Nick. And Nick is like a jock, like very typical heterosexual male, quote unquote, heterosexual male, because it's like a stereotype, right? Anyways, they become friends. Turns out,
shocking
twist, Nick is bisexual. They fall in love. So cute. And then they have this little like gay friend group. Like they have there's like a lesbian friends. There's a trans girl who is trans in real life. Like,
I love that they actually cast a trans actor.
And
Good
she
job.
falls in love with like her best, there's a lot of spoilers happening right now, but I was watching it, and I had watched season 1 like last year. And then I knew season 2 was coming out. So I binge watched season 2, and I could not stop. Like I was like obsessed, still obsessed. Like I'm listening to the soundtrack, and I was like, why do I feel like this? Like what are these emotions I'm feeling? This is probably when I'm going to cry. So
oh no.
Go on TikTok.
Yeah, you showed me this. I cried.
And I shared it to our story. But if you didn't see it, okay, I'm going to cry. But that's fine. Everything's fine. A lot of like elder millennials, or not elder, but like probably like late 20s to 40s gays are like watching it and having like life crisis. And okay, I'm gonna cry. Who are we kidding? I figured out why Heartstopper made me cry. Good tears, but also makes my stomach hurt at the same time. It's painful to watch because I mourn for the teenage high school version of myself who will never be able to experience a harmless queer teen love romance. That's heartbreaking to me, and I wish I could go back and change that. But it's also such a sweet reminder of how pure and uncomplicated and supportive beautiful queer love can be. In the midst of trying to navigate the dating world as an adult, I wish it could be this beautiful, precious, and uncomplicated. I will say that this show is like very optimistic. I don't think that's ever how high school is, because they're like,
high school's mean. Like,
high school's mean, and you get pressured into doing stuff.
Yeah.
And I think they are creating this very healthy environment of like what it should be like. But there is just thinking about
like how different your life, my life, like people's lives would be if they could just love who they wanted and that it didn't matter.
No, and like looking back, like seeing what they're going through and like how they're coming out and stuff, it's so special, because I didn't have a show or anything. Oh, I'm crying.
Well, it's hard to, like, it's like, you know, teens now, I'm not saying they have it easy.
No,
but
I'm
like,
not saying it's easy.
They have these shows that's why this kind of depiction in the media is so important.
Yeah.
Because when you see people like you, and you see Black people, you see, you know, gays, you see...
It is so important.
This, like, people with accessibility issues, like, all these things. When you see yourself represented, you feel like, okay, it's going to be okay.
And I, like, for me, I didn't come out until I was 23. And, like, we know I went to Albert College. I will say when I was there, it was not, like, a super inclusive space for gay people. I know since high school and my time there, people have like around my age have come out, and we probably all knew each other was gay or like queer. And I think it's so confusing in high school when you have these feelings, and I didn't recognize what they were until now when I look back.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel comfortable coming out until I had like a safe queer community around me.
Well, yeah.
And that's why like I give mad props. Like I worked on a farm that was owned by lesbians, and like that's where I met Lana, my gay mom, and that's when I felt comfortable coming out. So thank you.
Shout out to Lana.
Yeah. So anyways, I've been emotionally destroyed, and I've been continuously watching Heartstoppers, and I should probably stop putting myself through that, but
probably, but
I can't. It's so good, and I know it's too optimistic, but
it's also good to feel seen.
Yeah.
And just to be like, okay, like that's that feeling.
Yeah, like why did I love Tegan and Sarah so much in high school? Oh, shocking. Like
why did I love Tegan and Sarah so much?
So I knew I was going to cry because I knew I had to talk about it.
And I knew I was going to cry because you were going to cry.
Hey. So if you want to get emotionally wrecked, or if you want to know how a lot of queers and LGBTQIA2S plus feel like or had felt, and watch the show. So that's all I have. But we were supposed to release another episode, but I lost the audio. We had some technical difficulties. I don't know where it went. It's gone.
I remember seeing it.
I could find a shortcut, but I could not get to it.
So there's a shortcut to your audio?
Yeah, but I couldn't, like, I don't know what happened, but
somebody deleted it.
I swear if Al deleted it. Lewis. He was there. Him, and when I was looking for it yesterday, it was like Lewis and Ferg, and they were just yelling like things that weren't helpful.
Look at Wednesday.
Ferg was like, search by Wednesdays. I'm like, not an option, but thank you.
Can't search by Wednesdays.
So it's supposed to be Tasha, but she's gonna, sweet baby Angela's gonna come back in and do another one with us. Like,
oh.
And so we fast tracked, and it's Loyalist students today.
Yay. Yeah. So we had Olivia reach out.
Yeah. And I forget her actual title.
Yep. So do I. But Olivia works at Loyalist College. She works with the students and helping them do everything from, everything.
So many things.
Literally everything. She is incredible.
Thank you to Hannah, Naveen, and Kashish for being just so open and
talking to us and just being the light in the day that we needed.
Oh man, yeah. And I will say we had 5 people in the studio that day, plus Olivia. So there's sometimes where Olivia's talking, but she doesn't have a mic in front of her, but it didn't make sense to edit it out. So it's not like our smoothest edit, but it's pretty real and a good combo. So I hope you enjoy.
Yay. Today we're chatting with students from Loyalist College who all have one thing in common. None of them are from Quinte. We're going to get into the nitty-gritty of student life, why they decided to choose Quinte for their schooling, and of course, their favorite potato chip. Babes of Quinte, please welcome Hannah, Naveen, and Kashish. Is that right?
Yeah,
That's
correct.
Yay!
Okay, great. So I'm just gonna kind of like go around, and you guys can introduce yourselves, like tell me like your name, where you're from, and your favorite potato chip.
Yeah.
So we'll start.
Hannah.
Okay, lovely. So my name is Hannah. I live in a small town out of Kingston, and I just graduated from the Fitness and Health Promotion Program at Loyalist. I'm going into occupational therapy, physiotherapy assistant, and I'm on the women's rugby team at Loyalist.
Wow.
What's your favorite potato chip?
Oh, that's a loaded question.
I know.
Yeah.
Is a Dorito
We
or a
can't.
Sun Chip?
Yep.
Okay, Sun Chips.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a new one.
That's my go-to because we have Subway, and I
Yeah.
always get Subway and potato chip or Sun
Sun
Chips.
chip. I
It's the
feel like
best.
that's a Subway staple. Is like Sun
Oh yeah,
chips.
it's
Oh,
the
it's so
only chip
good.
worth getting at somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so good.
Okay, Naveen.
I'm Naveen. I'm from India, the southern part of India. So I'm into project management course at Loyalist, and my favorite potato chip would be anything which is salty.
Yeah.
Would you pick
Sometimes
like
you
a
just need to hit
plain
salt.
Lay's?
Yeah.
Like, would that be your favorite?
Not favorite, but yeah,
Okay.
I'll do some tweaks with that. But yeah,
Do you use dip?
yes.
Plain with like the onion dip
Yeah,
or
the
what is it?
jalapeno good.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Avocado dip is my favorite.
Yeah.
I make it.
Okay.
Oh, tell me
more.
Yeah, tell us more about this
Yeah,
dip.
you need to smash those avocados.
Okay.
And I put some green chilies, fresh green chilies in that. And raw onions.
So it's like an elevated guacamole
Yeah,
situation
exactly.
we have going on.
Exactly.
Oh, sign me up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love.
That is the most
Damn.
elevated favorite potato chip answer we've had.
Yeah.
I like it.
You're a bougie
Glad.
one.
Puts my Sun Chips to shame.
And Kashish.
So, hello everyone. My name is Kashish Patel, and I'm a proud citizen of imagination. And my job is daydreaming, and I'm so sorry, but that is what it is.
I mean, it is what it is.
No, I was kidding. So, I'm from India.
Yeah.
And I study at Loyalist. I'm in biotech program. So,
What does that even mean?
Yeah, what is that?
I literally said the same thing. I was like, that sounds hard.
Yeah, like that's new.
Sounds like numbers.
The whole name is Biotech Advanced Diploma, so I'm doing that. But
What do you learn?
Yeah.
if I
Yeah,
no,
not
I'm
sure.
I'm still figuring it out. I'm just stumbling.
Is it like
on
biology?
Yes, biology and chemistry, sometimes maths, and yeah.
I'm
everything
not
that
good
is.
at any of those.
But after
Okay, so smartest person in the room.
oh no,
Sorry
I'm
to
not.
you
No,
two.
Oh my God, no.
But
I'm just kidding.
Hello.
I was like, not smart enough for me.
I don't. Yeah, science and I love science. I think it's so
I think
fascinating.
it's so cool. I
Do
had
I
to
understand any of it? No.
I had to drop out of it all in high school. Like not drop. I was like this course isn't for me, and I walked away.
It's so hard.
Okay, so it's biotech. Is that like combining science and technology?
Yeah, after you graduate from this course, you can get job as a lab technician.
Cool.
You can get into research thing and
Love research.
Okay.
everything. So
I'm actually part of a research panel right now
They basically
for
deal with-
McMaster.
Oh, wow.
Sorry? Yeah, vaccines and everything.
Yeah.
Vaccines,
Like,
medicines.
they make
and, yeah.
vaccinations,
Cool.
medicines, and all
And
that stuff.
sometimes
The
you can
job
also get into
connection really helps.
industries like if you're into wine. If you are into wine business or anything,
Yeah.
it's a good good
like you
that
could
makes
go
program for you.
sense.
Yes.
Damn, I would have never even thought that was a thing. But like,
Yeah.
it makes sense because like the acidity of wine, like all the things. And
I think you have to have a lot
fermentation.
of science. Yeah, that makes sense.
They
And-
also deal with DNAs, DNAs,
Yeah.
and RNA, DNA, and all those stuff.
all the stuff
So,
that people are
yeah.
angry about.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking white people.
we'll edit that out.
We all know that we're the problem, right?
What's your favorite potato chip?
My favorite potato chips are Lay's,
Okay.
cream and cream and onion.
yeah.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
like
yes.
the classic
That's a
for
good
me.
one.
Yeah, I love them. But after coming to Canada for the first time, I tasted Doritos, and I guess now
Doritos?
Doritos is like taking place of Lay's.
What kind of Dorito?
Like the classic one, the red ones.
Oh, nacho.
Oh, just the cheesy.
Nachos.
Can I ask,
Yeah.
in India, do they have different flavors of Lay's that we don't have here?
I guess
Yes.
masala
Yeah, okay.
masti.
Yeah, the spiciest
Yeah.
The
ones.
spiciest one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
It has the
we-
blue packet on it, and it's
Blue and red.
Okay.
So red
Yeah.
here is mostly ketchup.
Yeah, it's ketchup.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah.
Not there.
Sorry.
I was cheated initially.
Yeah.
Looking at that,
You're
I
like, this
thought
will be good. Then you're like,
it would be so spicy. So when I
But if you
ate it,
think about it, ketchup chips make perfect sense. Because
Yeah, it's a
what goes
potato.
great with potato? Ketchup.
oh my god, I just saw a TikTok on that.
combination.
Yeah, I was.
They were like, you always put ketchup on your potatoes.
Yeah.
And people are like, ketchup chips. But it's
I
like, it
used
does
to-
make sense.
I also hate ketchup, but
I
I love
love
ketchup
ketchup.
chips.
Oh.
Ketchup, the condiment, is disgusting. Like,
Oh, I'm like opposite. I like ketchup, but not ketchup chips. I think I would eat them, but I wouldn't like choose
Yeah.
them.
see, that's my favorite. Lay's has like different flavors for different countries because like in Thailand they have like seaweed. And
they have
stuff.
cucumber in Japan.
Yeah, so there's
It's
I-
so
it's-
good.
I think
They
it's, like-
actually taste like crunchy, salty cucumbers.
Yum.
It's delicious.
I should just
But
eat that instead of a
if you want to,
cucumber.
if I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry.
No, I do this a
sorry.
lot.
Yeah.
It happens.
No, you're good.
No, if you're talking about different flavors of Lay's, then Loyalist do have the classic blue ones that I just talked, masala masti. They have that.
Okay.
And many of the immigration,
I need
like
to try
the
one.
students from India, they just take it from there because
Bring it back?
they don't usually sell it out.
Yeah.
Like sell
Oh,
too
yeah.
much of it in Walmart and everything. So we just pick it up from college and yeah,
That's good.
That's awesome.
I
eat the
didn't
hell
know
out of
that.
it
Where? In like a vending machine?
at the food cupboard.
Oh, wow.
Okay, now you all know. Sneaky. Can you each tell us about your hometown and what it was like growing up? Tell us about yourselves.
Oh, wow. So I always tell everyone I'm from Kingston because it's just easier. I'm from like a little small town, like 30 minutes out of Kingston, between like Napanee and Kingston. It's called Enterprise.
What's the population there?
I don't even know.
I'm gonna
Like,
look it
not
up.
a lot. Yeah, look it up.
Like higher than 50, lower than 500?
Maybe higher than 50, much lower than 100. I literally live in the middle of a farmer's field.
Love
Amazing.
that.
Yeah, so I was raised on like four-wheelers, boats, fishing, hunting, like everything like that. So I grew up literally in the middle of nowhere. It was like our friends and I had to bike 20 minutes to each other's houses, and I had like one friend that lived near me. And it was like anytime I wanted to see a friend, my mom was like, "Mom, you have to drive me." I couldn't just like walk to my friend's house. It was super fun though. I loved it. And like now I think I appreciate it more being older and like
yeah.
having my own space and like, yeah. I just don't think the city life like would fit for me. I think.
It did not fit for me.
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah.
I'm from Northern Ontario, so I get it.
We like the small towns.
Yeah.
Winter all the time.
Okay. Naveen.
So I am from India, and the town which I grew up in is Hyderabad. So which is famous for a cuisine called made with rice and chicken. It's called biryani.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
So that cuisine actually originated from that place.
Okay.
Oh, damn. So,
So-
are you like... So you're like the pro. So if I'm going to ask you for restaurant recommendations to get the best, like, biryani?
I'm sorry, but you cannot get anything in Belleville.
It's not good enough.
Not good enough. We're not there.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Because I
Initially,
really, it's funny because it's like as a white person who basically grew up eating like meat and potatoes.
Yes.
Like I love food. Like I love people telling their stories through food. I think it's fascinating and
Yeah.
so cool. And I'm like obsessed with like, there's this one place that I just always order from it. But now I'm like, damn, it can get better.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Like I need to travel more.
Like, wow, there's something other than meat and potatoes. Didn't know.
Didn't know. What is the population of?
you'll be shocked. It's just a city, but the population is 4 million.
Holy.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like
Yeah.
Toronto style.
Yep.
Wow.
Holy
It's
crap.
almost that that stage.
Yeah.
that
That's
scale.
insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That's so
Okay.
many
Yeah.
people.
Great.
That is so many people.
Yeah.
It's so big, and after you cannot find a place empty like this anywhere.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's all buildings or malls, something else
Yeah.
going on, and busy streets all the time. So food is very famous. There's street food and all. So you can at least spend at least 3 or 4 weeks exploring places to only eat.
Oh my God.
That sounds
Yeah.
lovely.
Oh my
That
Just
sounds
Yeah.
right up my alley. I'm like,
Yeah.
sign me up. Let's go.
Although you're like a week and done.
Yeah.
No, I would definitely go for
I
two.
cannot get you the exact flavor, but yeah, I can, take you there. I
Yeah,
can cook
no, oh my
biryani.
God, I would love
can
to go.
cook biryani.
Let's go on food adventures. Yes.
Okay.
Or else we can also make arrange a feast.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I would love a
At
feast.
Loyalist, like
A potluck.
students from all over the world bringing their home food. Like
And I'll bring my home food.
Does that
recipes.
happen at Loyalist? That happens? When do they have the feast at Loyalist? When do people... Does that...
Is that a thing?
Programs organize it.
Oh, individual. That'd be cool though. Like if you're in like res or something, just to have like, the whole building have like a potluck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And something different.
Yeah.
Like everyone just brings something and have a story behind what you're bringing. Then it's like a networking event.
Oh.
We had some
Wow,
potlucks
full of
at our
great ideas.
Res Commons, maybe last month. Yeah.
and also our the main person of the tutoring center, her name is Carrie. She's lovely, I love her. And she also arranged a potluck for us at the end of the semester. And so many people have bring different food like pav bhaji, biryani, then some cookies and mashed potatoes and everything. So like
Our
it's a
Healthy
good
Food Kitchen
thing.
does that sometimes too. Like our Healthy
Yeah.
Food Kitchen, it's like homemade food, and they'll do like different types of food like each week or each day. They'll pick like a country and do like food from that, which is kind
Cool.
of nice because then it's like different. It's not the same thing all the time.
Yeah.
See, you know what's funny is like I went to Loyalist like 14 years ago. I was like, damn, I'm old. But like they didn't like how it's Loyalist has grown and changed over that time. I think is so cool. Just like
Yeah.
to
It's
see how it's
crazy.
all working.
Yeah.
Like-
Even within the last year, like it's so different from my first year to second year. It's crazy.
I love it though. I love
Yeah.
what they're doing. I love.
We're
Yeah.
going to circle back.
Yes.
Kashish, where are you from? Tell
Okay.
us more. Tell us about it.
Okay, so I'm from Gujarat, which is like a western state of India.
Okay.
And
What are
Yeah,
you famous for there?
for
Did you
there,
invent a food? Yes?
invent the food? Yes, there are so many foods like dokla. Oh my god.
What's
Then there is
dokla?
a sweet,
Yes.
which is just like bread.
Okay.
No,
So-
dokla is not.
Sign me up. You said bread.
Savory
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
So
You can better explain about it.
no, I'm not a good cook. I don't remember the recipes. I'm so sorry.
it's
I
fine.
actually Google it, like how to make khichdi. And khichdi is the most simple, basic thing that you can make in India. And I Google it. So I'm so sorry, guys, whoever
Oh, it's
is
fine.
listening
That's
to this.
okay.
But yes, dokla, then fafda, jalebi, undio.
I just love how much joy these foods are bringing you.
I know, like
I
if
wish I
people-
could bring some.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. I didn't know that we are going to talk about food, or else.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. It's like a big topic here. We love food.
We love food. Big
Yeah.
fans of food.
So good.
I'll just swing by and give you that.
Yeah, please.
I won't be a stalker.
Send me. No,
Please
you can
stalk
stalk
us
me.
anytime.
It's fine. You can stalk
If
me.
you
Shoot me a
stalk me and
DM.
bring me food, I'll be like, okay.
I should not
Recipes?
say it out loud on.
Please don't stalk me, anyone, but Kashish can stalk me.
Only I have the rights, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Is it stalking if it's like
If it's
allowed?
wanted, I don't know. I'll Google it later.
Why not?
We've learned that the average person should visit the Family Dental Center every 6 to 9 months for routine dental hygiene.
Yep, committing to regular dental hygiene visits can have long-term benefits for your teeth, gum health, and overall well-being. During your routine hygiene checkups, hygienists and dentists are checking for early signs of cavities, gum disease, and oral cancer.
We both may not love going to the dentist, but Family Dental Center offers a judgment-free space and even provides options like gravity blankets to help reduce dental anxiety.
It's also so important to introduce your kids to routine dental checkups early on to set them up for dental success and promote their overall health. This can also help reduce future dental anxiety.
For any questions about your dental health or getting your kids comfortable going to the dentist, contact the Family Dental Center at familydentalcenter.com or give them a call at the Belleville, Frankfurt, or Coburg office.
And stay up to date on all things Family Dental Center by following the team on Facebook and Instagram at FDC Family.
For the people in the back who may not have been listening, my name is Holly Amon, and I am the owner and head coach of Fit with Holly Amon. I have been keeping it real over the past 3 years and helping individuals feel comfortable in their bodies by promoting balanced lifestyles. I offer a variety of options to be in my world and learn and grow from wherever you are. Anywhere from one-on-one online coaching, which is my personal fave, to fitness and nutrition membership options that fit your needs. And hey, if you aren't really in the market for a coach but kind of want to see what I'm all about and maybe get some cool freebies and cool advice, check out the link in my Instagram bio and in the show notes for access to my private Facebook group, and subscribe to my emails because that's where all the goods, i.e. deals and mini offers, go first. Like my free mini macro masterclass happening August 16th at 6 p.m. Don't worry, you got time to get in. And for more information, tap the link in the show notes below and make sure to follow me on Instagram at fit.with.holly.a.
That's true though, because how long ago did I go to Loyalist?
I don't know.
Like 10 years ago. And yeah, it wasn't, you're saying words I don't know. Like what's the home food? What's that?
So like in the calf, because we have, the classic Subway, like the
You have a Subway?
Grill Works. Yeah. Subway, Grill Works, miso. And then in the corner, like when you first walk in on like the side, it's like healthy food kitchen. So like the cafeteria, the people who work in the cafeteria, they make like a home cooked meal every day. So it's like one day it could be like mashed potatoes and meat, but then it's like they have salmon, they have mac and cheese, like world's best mac and cheese. It is so good. So mac and cheese day is usually Wednesday. I'm up there right away.
Okay.
But it's just different because it's like, okay, I can go to Subway like 2 weeks in a row, and then I'm like, I need something to change it up.
Yeah.
So it's just nice. And they'll do like different foods so that you feel like you're at home, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we had a burrito place when I went.
Oh.
And then like chicken fingers. Like, and that was it.
Everyone gets chicken fingers and fries.
I feel like
a
that's a
classic.
staple.
Yeah.
But I mean,
You really can't mess
you
it
can
up.
only really eat burrito wraps.
So many times. Yeah.
That's with
and
me with
chicken
Subway.
fingers so many times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had the same Subway order since I was like 5. So you
Yeah.
can only eat it
Like,
so many times.
Do you ever switch it up?
No.
Why?
Literally never. I don't know.
Stress. You switch
Yeah, what
yours
if
up,
it's
like,
bad?
who
Then
are
I'll
you,
regret
Kay?
it.
But what if it's great? So you know what you need to do is go with a friend.
Oh.
Yeah.
And split your sandwich in half.
Oh, yeah.
So you get your favorite, they get their favorite,
try
and you
both.
switch.
Mm-hmm.
Big brain.
It's a great idea. I should do that. I have to find friends first.
Why did you each choose Loyalist and like Belleville? Kashish, we're going the other way. Let's start over here. Why Loyalist and Belleville?
Okay, so actually, I didn't have the clear idea where I'm coming to. So I just received a mail from college on my birthday that hey, you're gonna get into Loyalist College and you just need to pay the fees. And I'm like, okay, wow, I received something from college which is in Canada where I want to be in. So I was like, I told my father, I call him Papa, like, Papa, let's just not wait. Let's get into it. Let's get the admission. We'll see what's gonna happen. We'll just it's all up to Papa.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's up to you, God.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving my faith to you. Please take me to a better place. And I just hope that they have good study course that I get into, good environment to live, good environment to be in, because I just graduated from high school.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of important for me to be into a good and healthy and safe environment,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want to mess my mental health
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
anymore, and
Yeah.
I want it to be good. And yeah, it is going great here.
So how long have you
Yes.
been, what year of your program are you in now?
Actually, in this next September, I'm gonna start my second year.
So have you
it's been a year since I've been to Canada, and believe me, it has been a roller coaster ride.
I can only imagine,
Yeah.
Yes.
literally across the world, like around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the culture is different, but also not too different because of the college. They were arranging each and every like Diwali party, Holi
Yeah.
party, and Garba nights, and I was like, I actually texted my friends that, hey, I'm not missing home anymore because of that. And believe me, on Holy Day, the Holi party, I texted them and I showed them the video and everything. It's like,
Is that the paint?
yes, the
Yeah,
paint.
it's so fun. It's so
Paint
fun. I'm
and
so
water.
jealous. I wish we had stuff like that.
Paint.
It's so fun. I'm like, I'm going out in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also like got into contacts with other friends. Those are in different colleges, so they were like, we have to pay the fees, we have to pay for the tickets for getting to the Holi party.
Oh, okay.
But,
But Loyalist doesn't do that.
Yes, they did,
Oh.
and what I loved about that party was they have arranged it in an open parking lot. It was not a congested area or place, and like anybody can enjoy it, anybody can join them, and that's the thing about festivals in India. Like those are really very important, and we want everybody to get into it, and we want to celebrate it together.
I want to do it.
So
It's so cool. The
yes,
pictures
please do
look
come.
so cool.
Yeah,
Please
seriously,
do come to
what's
all these
next?
parties.
Olivia will invite you for the next
Yeah,
Holi party.
please.
When's
Yeah.
when's
Is it in
the
September? When is it? Or like at the beginning of
It's
school?
in the March, April,
March, April,
April.
April.
What
Yeah.
is Holi for?
It's a kind of celebration, like good over evil.
Okay.
So they celebrate it with colors, like applying colors everywhere.
Okay.
So they just dance, colors,
Love it.
sweets,
Usually you get like a
Yeah,
white shirt.
just like a
And then you
party.
like throw it all over each other.
All
and you
colors, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
that
It's
energy.
so fun.
And okay, so why Loyalist? Naveen?
Okay, so as I already said, I'm from a town of a population of almost equal to 4 million. So I don't want any to live in cities anymore because I was born and brought up and I was completely fed up. So I was looking for something of countryside, and then I don't even want to go extremely north because of the temperatures. So I wanted to stay in the south, and I wanted to be located strategically between Montreal and Toronto, so that it would be easy for me. I have friends in Montreal, I have friends in Toronto, so traveling should be easy. That was the first thing I was looking for. I didn't want it to stay in both of those cities because they are too big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
And,
understand big cities. You're
Yeah.
over it.
So,
Over it.
Yeah. So they are too overhyped, I believe, and Belleville has got many things than what the other cities can offer you. So yeah, first of all, the location was so important for me. I was looking for a countryside location. So yeah, definitely Belleville made sense for me. And when I come, we had other options as well. Like we had Kitchener, we had Gulf, and we have Kingston, even many other options to choose. But when I was researching on colleges, I'm more interested into not much interested in academics, but the extracurricular activities. Yeah, academics is because you are going to school. Obviously,
We
you're
get
gonna
it.
get
It's
it.
important.
Yeah,
but-
you're
But it's
gonna
like-
get it obviously.
yeah,
at
you
the
need
end
the
of the day.
experience.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
need the experience. So I was researching. I was, the easiest way to do any research nowadays is just go to their Instagram
Yeah.
page or anything, and
Yep.
that's how you know how active they are. So if they are active, they are really trying to give you a good experience, because that's how how to choose the correct one.
Yeah.
So initially the first moment I saw Loyalist was so active on Instagram. So by that I made my decision that okay, they are really striving hard to give a good experience to students. Whereas I tried exploring other college websites, pages and all, and they were I cannot even comment. Some colleges had websites that were 90s and 80s style, and
It's a
by
real
looking
thing.
at that, by looking at that, you can definitely understand that they don't care.
Yeah. No.
If they don't care about their own website and their
Why would
own
they- yeah.
thing, why do they care about their students and the experience what
Exactly.
they will
Yeah.
have? And especially being an international student, the experience really matters to you because
Well, 'cause
you're
it's so
away from
expensive.
everything everywhere, and you need people to support, you need college to support, you need your friends. Everything should be good. Everything should fall in place because job and everything will get it sooner or later. If I'm not getting it right now, maybe 6 months later or a year later, I'll definitely get it.
Yeah.
But the initial experience shouldn't be bad at all. So
Yeah.
I didn't wanted to take any risk with that. So yeah, first research I done with was the social media handles, and yeah, I got Loyalist shortlisted from there, and after that I have done some research, and it's a college of more than 50-60 years old, so they don't want to mess up. That's obvious that they don't want to mess up with anything else.
Yeah.
So they really care about students is what I understood, and I did a couple of research about some other things, and yeah, then I
So what year of program are you in and how long have
I'm
you
in
been?
project management, so choosing a college was also a project for me. And I was successful in doing that.
That's fair.
Did
And
you
what?
have like a spreadsheet?
Oh, yeah.
I'm a spreadsheet girl.
We like
I love
spreadsheets.
a
I like
spreadsheet.
spreadsheets. So anything I do, so
There's a
I-
spreadsheet,
Yeah,
yeah.
there is a spreadsheet. I keep a note of it. I track it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long have
You
you
know.
been in Belleville now?
It's been just 8 months.
Oh,
my God.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
I-
also want to give props to the Loyalist College social media team.
Yeah,
Yes.
honestly, it's
Yeah,
pretty
exactly.
great.
Yeah.
Lots
I mean,
of
you've convinced
updates.
at least one student, so
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
ROI is great.
So that's how I cannot say the new generation because for the obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's how the students think right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So that's a new way of approach how you can get to the students.
Can I ask, sorry, Hannah, before we
No, that's
get to
okay.
you? In India, one, is high school similar to how it is here? Like, is it 4 years?
Let me tell you.
Like, how does that work?
It's completely different
Okay.
than what we have here.
Okay.
So you don't have any assignments or anything, and your complete grade or you either pass or fail depends on only one exam you give. So that's the
I'd
final
fail
exam.
everything.
I would fail. I would
That's the
fail.
final exam, and you have to go give it, and that carries almost 80% of your marks, and that 2 hours will decide what you're going to be, what you have to be.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, so you
What?
take a test and they.
Like,
At the
each
end of the
year of
semester.
high...
At the end of each semester,
Exam.
we take an exam, and that's why students are so stressful about
Exams.
because that's the thing. If you mess up something there, and if you're not feeling well that day, and
There's no other
anything
option.
unfortunate happens that day,
And is that an exam for one class or like a bunch of stuff?
no, one subject have one exam.
Okay.
So if you have enrolled in 6 subjects,
I don't
you
like
have to
that.
go on a spree for 6 days. You have all exams, and just imagine the pressure students have.
And then how many years of that funness do you get to do?
So it's 12th is the time when we pass out of the school, high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
So it's
after
12
that,
years
yeah,
as well.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so first to 12th, and after that you have to take either 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years, depending on the stream what you choose.
Okay.
But the most obvious choice what Indian students take is 12th plus 4 years of engineering.
Yeah,
So you can
okay.
find lots of engineers in India. I'm also an engineer.
Really?
Unfortunately, a mechanical engineer. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then also, how did you find out about Loyalist in India? Like, how does that work?
So while we are doing research about colleges, so obviously we came across, my option, in my opinion, I always wanted to go to a smaller suburb or
Okay.
a countryside place. So we have very limited options like that. So yeah, definitely
Okay.
Loyalist pops up.
What's an agent?
Agents are the people who guide, who guide you, like which college you have to choose,
Oh,
depending on
okay.
your profile, which college you have to choose, which is the better place for you to go to. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So Naveen, you used an agent.
No, she
She
used an
used-
agent.
I've used.
So you just find one out of during high school and then
Yes, I completed my high school. Then I also kind of like gave 2 examination of NEET, and let me tell you guys what NEET is.
Yeah, what I'm like, what's that?
NEET, it's like an entrance exam to get into a pre-med program.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to be a doctor at that time, so I like gave that exam 2 times, and unfortunately I just couldn't pass the bar. So that's why we were just wondering that what should I do? What should I choose? So my brother told me that, hey, let's take a break. And you always told me when we talked about, like, I always told him that I want to go abroad and want to visit different places, want to have experience of different cultures. So he said that, listen, how about you go to college or a university in abroad? So we were discussing that which country we should choose. So Canada showed up. Like, it's a good country. Many people of our community is over there, and those people are also nice and welcoming. So you should go and study and have the experience. So that's why I gave the IELTS exam. Though I think the language exam that
that's an IELTS exam.
Yes,
okay.
IELTS, and also I don't remember the name of others, but I took IELTS and gave the examination. Fortunately, I got the bands, the bar. I passed the bar, and after that, we contacted an agent. So he showed me the list. I gave him my credits and my score. Like, this is my score. What colleges I can get into? So he showed me many colleges, like the one that is in Kitchener, the one that is in British Columbia, and everything. So I was like, let's apply in all of those. Let's see that from which college I can get the response first. And whichever that would be, I'll go into that. And the Loyalist was the first. Okay. And I got the response on my birthday.
Yeah, so it was meant to be.
That's a sign. That's a sign that universe is giving it to me.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So,
okay. And then Hannah, why did you choose Loyalist?
My experience was kind of weird because I was graduating high school during COVID.
Yeah.
So I didn't really have a last year of high school. So, like, during all of that, we were applying to college and university. And I knew university wasn't for me. That was not my thing. I think I wanted college to be a pathway to university and kind of like a stepping stone. So I applied to St. Lawrence and Loyalist just on like a whim. I was like, I know the program I want to take. I'm going to apply to like the 2 like closest colleges. I'm kind of in between, like in the middle. My guidance counselor was like, Loyalist is really great. We did like a tour there. We've like talked to the program coordinators. We love it. And I was like, oh, okay, Loyalist. And then I reached out to like a couple of the athletic departments because I was like, okay, I'm going to college. I want to play rugby. Right away, our athletic department got back to me. I'm pretty sure it was Amy Hoskin at the time. I had no idea who she was, but now I love her. I love our athletic team. And she emailed me back like right away, got me set up for like tryouts, got me in touch with the coach. And then before I like picked my school, I got like accepted to both. And Loyalist sent me like a bursary, like on an academic bursary, and I was like, oh, extra money, lovely.
Yeah.
If I can leave college without like more student debt, why not? So that was like an added bonus. And then I ended up going. I was like, hey, Loyalist, I'm gonna do it. I had friends that had gone to Kingston, and I was like, hey, no one's gone to Loyalist, I'm gonna try it. So I went, I loved it. I played my first season of rugby. I ended that with an athletic bursary at the end of the season, and then coming into my second year, Loyalist came with scholarships. So, like, all athletes get a $1,500 scholarship per semester.
Oh,
so,
wow.
being a rugby player, I only get $1,500. But for, like, volleyball, basketball that go all season, they get $1,500 each semester. So, like, why would you not get a semester of college paid to play rugby where, like, if you go to St. Lawrence, you're paying for school and you're playing sports.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of just, like, an added bonus. And then now I'm obviously going back. So, I just graduated from Fitness and Health, 2-year program. I'm going back to take another 2-year program. And it's just, like, the community is so good. Like, I love it. I would never leave. I would never go to another school if I didn't have to.
And your first semester was during the pandemic.
Yeah.
So you were online.
Online.
And how is that transferring to online to in class?
Yeah, it was so weird.
Right?
So weird. So I went from, like, laying in my bed doing, like, classes and, like, taking tests to, like, going into school. So it was slow. Like, my first semester was online, and I think second semester was online and in class. So we did, like, some labs, maybe, like, once or twice a week, and then the rest, all of our lectures were online. And then, like, second year was, like, straight back into class. It was so rough.
Do people, like, show up, like, unhinged, and then eventually...
Yeah.
I feel like
It's
I would just
weird.
like wake up and just like go to class
Yes.
in like comfy pants
100%.
and then just like do my work.
Yeah. And like being the athlete I am, I'm very much like sweatpants or like
Yeah.
we wear like Loyalist kit. Like I wear like my comfy clothes and like coming from COVID, we were all just like comfy
Yeah.
to sit in class for 2 hours because we were laying in bed. Like
Yeah.
I would like wake up for my 8 a.m., be in my PJs, lay in my bed
Yeah.
and like just like watch my professor and like take notes. Like it was so easy. So then like coming back, it was rough for sure.
I still
But it's
struggle
so
with
good,
that.
like having that like hands-on experience, and we do so many hands-on
Mm-hmm.
things in college that it was like so fun to be back in school, and you get to like meet people, and your professors are like, I didn't even know what you looked like, but you feel like you know each other.
Yeah.
So it's just like nice to get to know everyone finally.
Is Shark Tank pub still a thing?
Yes.
I used to get rowdy at Shark Tank.
I
Is
went
it still
once.
rowdy? Is it still like a fire time?
I don't know. Is that a
Are we allowed to
I would
talk
say-
about it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It does get I feel like I was a bit of a degenerate though. So. Sorry.
No, it's good. And I think Olivia is doing a lot for the Shark Tank to make it more popular and like advertising it and like getting new things to make it like trendier for our age group to make people want to go.
What were like challenges starting college and moving?
For me, it's just like being an athlete and balancing like school and like I guess sports life. It's just a lot.
And
Like,
you commute, right?
yeah. So like waking up, like we were talking about earlier, like waking up at 6 a.m., leaving the house by 7, getting to school for an 8 a.m. And then it's like if I have a lull in my day, like a 4-hour break, I'm not going to go home. So I'm like sitting in a little beehive at Loyalist doing my homework. And then like 6 o'clock rolls around, I'm at practice. And then I'm at practice till like 8-ish, maybe 8:30. And then I'm driving home and then I'm going to bed, waking up, doing the same thing over again. So it's just like having that like healthy balance and still trying to find time for yourself. And not getting like burnt out is hard, but like at the end of the day, it's so worth it. Like I definitely cry all the time during my season, but then the season's over and I'm like, I love it. Like
Yeah.
that's why I go back every single time, and I love it because of the people.
So you'll keep because now you're going to occupational therapy. You'll keep playing.
I'm moving into residence. Woo!
Oh, so your commute's gonna be so much.
I did 2 years of driving, and then finally last year was kind of like my last straw. I did a placement in our athletic therapy clinic, so I was there till like 10:30 at night. And then driving home and then doing it all over again. And I was like, it's too much.
Yeah,
and
it's rough in the
now
winter, too.
Yeah, exactly. And now I'm going to be working on campus like a lot more. So it's just like worth it for my mental health and my sanity and
Yeah.
everyone around me. Because I
Your
feel
safety.
like I'm grumpy and like I want people to be happy around me. And yeah, like the winter is crazy.
Yeah.
Living in the country too, like my road does not get plowed.
No, yeah.
Luckily, my professors were great and they were like, no, it's okay. I'll put it online for you. Or like, we'll like stream it, which is awesome. But like realistically, I need to be in class. And
Yeah.
it's just like a better option. I'm sure I'll be home like all the time. But when I feel like going to bed, I can go to bed.
Yeah.
Spread your wings and fly.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay, Naveen, what was the hardest part?
You know, it was long time when I went to school. After that, I started working. So it was a long break for me. So after that, I worked in various fields like IT. I worked as a developer, IT developer. Later on, I worked in sales.
Wow.
And after taking I've done all those things and I wanted something different. So I was done with those stuff.
Yeah.
I was done with IT first for the first 3 years. Then I was like, no, I want to do something different. Then I moved to sales. It was good.
Yeah.
Well,
Sales was good.
We like sales.
let me tell you
yeah.
about sales.
Sales was good. So after that, at some point of time, I was like, okay, let me, I want to level up now. So I'm stable right now, and it's right time for me to, look for some other option, and I have to level up.
Yeah.
So then I thought, okay, why not Canada?
Yeah.
So it was in my mind from long time, but I couldn't make it. But my friends who already made it to Canada are now holding citizenships.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Love
So
that.
I am a student right
Yeah.
now. I just look at them and will, okay, I'll be that in
Yeah.
next 5 years.
You're like, I'm manifesting that.
Yeah.
Did you go into residence or what? Where did you live when you?
I stay in residence.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and 8 a.m. classes are a lot more different when you're in residence.
Yeah, you can just kind of
get
like
out of the bed
Yeah.
and walk away straight.
see, Hannah. This is what you have to look forward
Oh
to.
my God, absolutely. I'm pumped.
Kashish, what was the hardest part about starting college and moving?
So for me, the hardest part was the exposure of the real world. Like I've always lived with my parents, and they have treated me like a good little princess on there.
That sounds really nice.
Like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. You know, I'm still in the caterpillar phase, but when I see myself in the mirror and I'm like, damn, I'm changing.
Yeah.
She's giving me all the feels. Like, why are you trying to make me cry?
I don't know. Like, yes, if you meet the Kashish that has been like 1 year before, she was like totally lost. She didn't know how to interact with people. She was like so quiet and so not. But yeah, right now
you're on a podcast.
Yeah, like
yes, I'm on podcast. I'm talking about myself, and it's good.
It's
it
very
feels
brave.
good.
yeah.
To like, especially like, because you're like young.
How old are you?
I just turned 20.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. So you're young, like still a little baby, and it's like
You're doing great.
You
Killing
decided
it.
to move across
Yeah.
the planet.
Literally.
Like you've never lived outside of your house with your parents.
Never.
So you know what I mean? Like that's a really brave thing to do.
And also, like, I want to stand on my own 2 feet, and
Yeah.
I want to get my fees done without the help of my parents.
Yeah.
So I'm doing like multiple jobs.
Are
and
you
like,
serious?
and girl.
Okay, you're killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing
You should
a
be
lot.
very proud of yourself.
Are you
you.
are you in residence or where do you
No,
live?
I live outside of residence.
Okay.
Like I gave it a thought that let's live in residence and everything. But like, again, I want to be in real world. I want to tackle with people. Like, I just talked to Olivia about it in the morning that I had some issues with my homeowner and everything. But like, that's the thing
I'll
that
fight
you
them.
Yeah.
when you face things for the first time, you know how to, tackle it. This is my first time facing this problem, so it's okay. Maybe I will
okay.
fall down. Maybe I'll stumble, I will trip, but it's okay. I'll get back again. I'll stand up again, and
You
do the things. It's
your
all about
outlook on
learning, right?
life
Yeah.
is so like
I love it.
it's
so
beautiful.
positive,
It's
yeah.
so beautiful. Like if people realize that earlier, your life would be
You're set up for success. Like I'm feeling really good about your future, to be honest.
yeah. Seriously, it's like
Yeah. Thank you for being here today. Like I feel like you should be interviewing us. This is wild.
do you want our podcast?
Yeah. Was it hard to find housing?
It was, but like again, if you talk to people, you make good friends with them. They will help you out.
Yeah. Does
It's
Loyalist help with any like off?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
They do, and
We have an off-campus housing department now.
Oh, okay.
We just started it, and Kashish and I actually chatted this morning about creating a better resource for students to know their rights as.
Yeah.
the rights, the laws.
I'll
and
say
everything.
even for me, I rent, and like as a Canadian citizen, like Kay tells me my rights as a tenant. Like
Yeah.
it's not, they don't make it easy to understand. So I can't even imagine coming at it from an international
Rented
student.
versus
Yeah.
being a leaseholder are very different.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We want to inform students better about leaseholding versus renting.
Yeah.
And sharing a kitchen and bathroom with your landlord.
Not allowed.
Also
right?
a completely you can do it, but you have no protection
Oh.
under like the rental tenant laws.
That's a good idea. I
If
love
you
this
share
collab. That's
Oh,
gonna be
I know like I
happening.
know literally the RTA inside and
Yeah,
out.
you're
Like
good
I will
at it.
every single thing.
And
That's
even
what
if,
I was watching like a girl on TikTok explain all of that stuff, and I'm like, where do you find this information?
Yeah.
It's
Where
literally
would you
on
find
the
it?
Ontario government website.
Oh, wow.
If you look the rental tenancy agreements, there's a standard form for it, and even if you like the landlord adds something to it, like it's invalid. Like you cannot sign away your rights as like an Ontario.
Is that true?
Yes, it's true.
I was looking at Olivia. I know you're
I'll
telling the
fight
truth.
you. It's
I know.
true. But yeah, no, I'm very passionate about people having housing because I think profiting off of housing is
Oh, it's
a
horrible.
horrible thing.
Yeah.
We'll stand on our soapbox for that a lot.
Oh yeah, like all day, every day. I think housing
Yeah.
for profit is disgusting.
So since Loyalist has that program, what other programs does Loyalist offer that you guys utilize? Each and every one of you. Hannah,
Oh wow.
do you want to circle back?
I was gonna say the first thing that comes to mind. I don't know if it's like a program, but being an athlete, we have an athletic therapist. We have two actually. So we just got a brand new clinic. It is beautiful.
wow.
We used to have a tiny little closet room upstairs. It was so tiny. And now we have this like whole new wing of athletics. So we have like a brand new hallway. All team has like their own change rooms. And then right across the hall with everything, we have a brand new clinic. It's huge. There's 4 beds, 4 cold tubs in the back, and then like a whole exercise room.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. And we have 2 athletic therapists, and Becca is also a massage therapist. So during like your practice times every night from like I want to say like 5 to 10, they have appointments. So you literally go online, you book an appointment, you walk in, and you get treated. So like being an athlete, that is so important. We see the same athletes like every night, and just being treated for injuries, because being an athlete, that's going to happen, but having someone that's going to like back you up and help you and get back to your season, that's so important. And like our athletes utilize it, and now that we have that new space and like more space to take in more athletes, like I think we're going to benefit from it greatly.
That's huge, especially to have it on campus too.
Yeah.
So like you don't even have to like there's no traveling.
100%.
Like,
and
you don't
like
have
they
to
travel
worry.
with us as well. So
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah, when we go to like games, we have one of our therapists that travel with us, or like when we have home games, they come out and like they set up their table and everything and tape you before games and treat you and stretch you, whatever you need.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
Imagine being
and our
an
team
athlete.
is fantastic.
It'd be crazy.
No.
I was like a
I danced for
wannabe
14
athlete.
years, so like I get it, but
My partner's like a
Never again.
natural born athlete, and she's good at everything. And
You're like, I hate you.
yeah, I'm like, okay, you're tall and strong. Huh.
Yeah. Playing rugby too, like your body is just, it hurts all the time.
Yeah.
And like things are constantly broken.
How many
so.
concussions do you have?
I've had like 5. Haven't had any in college.
Yay!
Ooh, I actually haven't had like any big injuries in
Oh,
college.
that's good.
Yeah, I
get
had shin
safer.
splints, and then last season I broke my sister's collarbone. She plays for Fleming, and I tackled her, and it snapped. And
She
it was super
deserved it.
fun. Yeah.
That's so fun.
Yeah, so
Good
fun.
for you.
So, you know, we need our athletic therapists.
Yeah.
It's so important.
crap, never mind. Sorry,
Okay.
I had a question about something, but now I don't remember what the question was at all.
We'll circle back.
Circle back.
Naveen, what programs do you use on campus? Get closer to your mic, though.
Especially the recreational things, because I constantly want to refresh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So is that like sports and stuff?
Yeah, sports. I use the gym, and
Oh, yeah, I forgot to
Does
get it down.
Loyalist have intramurals? Like, can
Yes.
you can
Yes.
play intramural
yes,
sports?
we do.
This year it's getting better too. We're having like a rec sports team, so we're gonna have like rec soccer and rec dodgeball team.
Oh.
Because like last year we did like an intramural dodgeball where we went to Humber for like one day, but now we're doing like teams.
Oh,
yeah, we just got like
fun.
jerseys and everything. It's
that's
so fun.
cool. Do you
Yeah.
play on any of those any intramural sports?
No, I don't.
That's
But
okay.
like they'll have like soccer at the dome.
Oh, so you
one
can just
night,
like join
or like
into
yeah,
things.
soccer on the field, or like badminton, or like they have like a bunch of random sports through the week. We have like a calendar, and you can just be like, okay, I feel like playing badminton on
Oh,
Tuesday,
okay.
and you can go. Yeah.
I only played inner tube water polo
Oh
at
wow,
Queens. It was intramural. It was horrible.
Water polo?
Yeah,
That's
but you're in
quite
an
the
inner
choice.
tube, and you have to be like sitting in it, and you like.
Oh
yeah.
my god,
That's a sport?
your arms would be so tight.
Well, yeah, it's like a not a real sport, but
It's just a
fun.
white people thing.
Probably like Queens is a lot of white people.
Yeah.
It's the same with like polo, I find.
Yeah.
Like on horses,
That's fancy. You guys wear hats. I think.
so fancy.
Yeah.
it just sounds fancy, but with water.
No, it's not that fancy.
Is it messy?
Yeah. Like I think in actual water polo they like break. I went on a date with a water polo player once.
That sounds hot.
She was all right. Circling back, Kashish, what programs do you use?
Okay, so I'm so sorry, guys, but I'm not a sport person at all.
No, just
that's fine.
anything
No, we have
like
so many things.
services the college
Yeah.
offers that you use.
So the service that I use the most is the tutoring one.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I'm a tutor too, and this year, Carrie, our head of the tutoring center, she just told us that we're gonna get a bigger room, some more space, and I'm like, yay! And yeah, that's the service I use the most because, of course, if you need like any guidance in the program, like any help with some test or assignments, you can always go in to the tutoring center and ask for a tutor, and they will assign you one.
Is it a free service or how does tutoring
It is a
work?
free
I think
service.
you get like a certain amount of hours with your tuition. I want to say like
Oh
10
yeah.
hours
Okay.
or something.
Naveen, you should brag on the food cupboard.
Yeah.
What's the food cupboard?
So,
Go, Naveen. What's the food cupboard?
so food cupboard college does offer help to students who are in need. So it comes with a great idea that no student should study hungry.
Yeah.
So college allows students to pick items which they need. Like we have, actually I work at food cupboard, so I manage the inventory. So we keep bringing all the stuff which are useful to students, like which have more vitamins, nutrients, and all those stuff. Which like we try to be as balanced as possible. So we almost try to get stuff which is ready made. And it can be instant. So if students are working somewhere and if they are really busy with their academics and anything, so they can get that stuff ready within minutes. So college does this at free of cost. So you can pick some items every week. So every week, every student can come in, and items are ranging from milk, eggs, fruits, to oats, popcorn,
What?
breakfast cereals, rice, and everything.
Yeah.
You get everything there, including stationery,
That's so
kitchen
smart.
cutlery.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And you can also get hygiene products, everything for free. And we are also planning, we are already in the process of growing lettuce in our own college using hydroponics. So we are almost there. Lettuce would be ready in 10 days, 10
Yeah.
to 15 days.
You guys should use that plant wall.
Do you guys have? Is there a
There's
plant wall?
the plant wall. You can do herbs
Oh.
and stuff in the plant wall.
That's cool.
So
Loyalist has really changed since
Yeah.
I've been there.
Literally the year after I left, they started building the dome.
I don't know if it was there when I was there. Must have been. Maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Did you go to school
It's
after I
kinda,
did?
hidden. It's definitely not something you see first.
No, yeah.
Or that second building in between the residence and the actual college. There's
Like
like
the
a whole-
Pioneer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that building didn't exist when I went.
Are there more residences now too?
Commons.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, res commons. Yeah.
And like
yeah, that's the new. Is that new residence?
the new residents in the back of the college, those finished the year I graduated.
So townhouses. So the
Townhouses.
apartments
Yeah.
are like what's on the right side, and those are old. And then the buildings right at the back that are like the red brick, those are townhouses. So it's like house style living. So 4 people live in like a house. So there's like 2 upstairs,
Oh.
2 downstairs, and then your main floor is like kitchen
Wow.
and living room. Yeah.
That's
so it's
crazy.
like it's like you're living in an actual house, which is super cool.
Would you live in like the apartments or the townhouse?
I live in apartment.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been there.
I've been there. I went there before Shark Tank sometimes.
I went there after Shark Tank.
We're probably like not the people to be like,
I could really edit that one out.
I'll
'cause
edit that out.
I wasn't actually. I never mind. I'm talking too much. I talk too much.
What is your favorite part about being in Quinte and the college in general? Hannah?
I feel so bad because I keep like hyping up our athletics,
That's
but
okay,
I
you're an
love our
athlete.
athletics. I love our athletic department, every single person in it. Coming to Loyalist and like being so far away and literally knowing no one, they were so accepting and like they love every single one of their athletes and non-athletes. Like they're just so welcoming. And the team is great. Like they care about their athletes, and I would walk down the hall and be like, "Hey, how are you doing?" Like everyone knows each other's name. And I could walk into any single one of their offices, and they'd be like, "Sit down," like chat. Like it's just so loving and welcoming, and it feels like family. Like I never am like, "Oh my god, I have to go to school." Maybe because like, "Oh, I have to go to class," but like I'm never like, "Oh, I have to go to Loyalist." Like I love Loyalist, and I get excited to go to school because I'm like excited to see those people.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
You're allowed to like
fun.
athletics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hype it up.
Yeah, you're allowed,
You're allowed
that's
to do
allowed.
that.
I love our athletics department.
Yeah.
They are great.
Okay. Naveen, what's your favorite
so for
part?
me, it's the location, as I already said.
Yeah.
So I love the place, especially Bay of Quinte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
How,
beautiful.
so
pretty.
do you go visit friends in like Toronto and Montreal?
Yes, I do.
How do you
Very
get there?
often.
Do you like take the bus, the train?
Anything
Okay.
that fits in my budget at
Yep,
that point of time.
that's fair.
Train is the last option I
Yep.
choose.
Yeah, I get that.
for obvious
Is
reasons.
there like, are there ride shares?
Yeah, there are ride
okay.
shares.
so many ride
Yeah.
shares. There's a whole
Yeah,
Facebook group for it.
Yeah,
Oh,
even
wow.
we have Popper Ride.
What's that?
It's an application.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you can book rides on that.
That's cool.
So it's really cheap. Yeah,
That's a thing?
especially for students.
Yeah, I was like, that was,
us.
I didn't know this was a thing. That's cool.
Yeah, you can find it. It's very popular.
Yeah.
And even if you are driving somewhere, if you're alone, even you can offer rides.
Oh, okay. That's
And
awesome.
There are
Carpool.
also WhatsApp groups for
Yeah.
the rides.
Yeah,
WhatsApp is a thing with the kids, eh?
Oh my god, it's so popular.
Like you're all on WhatsApp.
The
Yeah.
kids really like WhatsApp.
I don't think like voluntarily, but like we use it for like our team stuff to like to contact our coaches and like our team. We have like a team group chat.
Okay, question with WhatsApp.
Yeah.
If I were to make a WhatsApp group channel, what do we call them?
A group. Like a
Okay,
group
so if I
chat.
make a WhatsApp group chat, can I do it so nobody can respond, but I can
You
send
can
out
do
messages?
that. You can do
Yes.
that.
In Quinte.
Yeah. We beat the government.
Only people who are admins,
Yeah.
there is an option called that admins only can send messages.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is why we need
Gen
the
Z.
youth. Like, you help us
Oh, I
so
get-
much.
Yeah, it's great.
Are you guys all Gen Z?
No. Naveen would be a millennial.
Are you a millennial?
He's older.
so.
He's a year older. Are
Yeah.
you? What are you? 29? 28?
Yeah, 29.
Yeah, we're millennials.
Okay.
We're bookends though.
Yeah.
Like
I'm an elder millennial.
Yeah, you're. millennial.
I'm the elder emo millennial.
You're both emo. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh, Taylor Swift. I forgot.
Kashish, what is your favorite?
So my favorite part in the Bay of Quinte is like Swiss Park.
Yeah, that's fair.
I love it because of the lake, and it reminds me of home sometimes because I grew up in the place like which is nearby the seashore, and when I was a child, I always used to go there on weekends with my parents. So whenever I go to Swiss Park, I always call them on WhatsApp like, "Hey mom, see, I'm on beach."
It's nice
Like
here.
kind of beach.
Yeah.
Yes, it's nice here. Like that's one of my most favorite place in Belleville.
Oh.
After college.
Yeah.
First
okay.
is college.
We get it.
But yeah, that's, the
That's
part I love.
awesome.
I think there's so many great things at our college. It's really hard to like pinpoint it.
Yeah, that's
Everything
true.
is beautiful. Like our facilities, our gym, our field. It's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Like JB, our old athletic director, he always says we had like the nicest field in like Ontario. He's like, just go on the field, like walk out, take your shoes off. Like it is so
Where
lush.
Does Loyalist rank in like sports compared to other colleges?
Oh, that's a great question.
Do you know the answer?
No, but I would say rugby, not good.
okay.
We're building.
Yeah,
We're building.
That's all
Honestly,
you can do.
Little bit. You just grow as you go.
Yeah, last
like
year
the
we
Toronto
hosted
Maple Leafs.
provincials, and then this year we're hosting a regular season tournament, and we're hosting
Nice.
provincials again.
Okay.
We really do it up. It's great. And then like our basketball teams did decent. Our volleyball teams did okay. Like I think we're like in the middle of the pack.
Okay.
Yeah. So far, talking to all of the athletes and like coaches this year, we're looking good.
Okay.
Watch out.
Watch out.
Send us
Hear
your
that,
news release.
everyone?
If you guys have like sports scores,
Yeah,
of
you
things
can
that
send them
happen.
to
If you take
us.
photos, send them to us, and we'll like hype you guys
Yeah.
up on our news.
Yeah,
Hey,
we
we'll
can do
do.
that.
Yeah, because I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
You have any more questions?
Let me check. Hold on. I have a sheet.
Spreadsheet.
I do.
Oh,
this
we do.
every-
Every podcast episode gets
Every
a
episode
spreadsheet.
has a new tab.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we're really into spreadsheets.
That's the best way to track.
Speaking of these love language here.
We're like, you want to be spreadsheet buddies?
Oh, my tongue starts.
Just
Sorry.
imagine you go on a date and the girl says, "I love expression." Like, will you marry me?
Yeah, literally. That's
Done.
a proposal
I
right
don't
there.
have that option, Kashish. I am already in a relationship.
Are
so,
you?
Yeah.
Wait, is it long distance or is she here?
She's here.
Okay. Did you meet her on Tinder?
Oh, she's in
She's in
Ontario.
Ontario, not
Okay.
in Belleville.
Did you meet here or did you meet?
No.
You met
Back home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like, is it like how long have you guys been dating?
Almost like 6 years.
Okay,
Oh my
so
God.
when actually is the engagement?
I've been dating mine.
She's listening.
Yeah,
my
I said her.
6 years now,
She asked me, "Is there any way I can listen it live?" Then I said, "No, it's not live." They're like, "Okay, let me know whenever I can stream it, so I'll listen it."
Oh, yay.
Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah.
Is there anything else you all want to touch on that we may have missed? Any shout outs, anything? And Olivia, you can also jump in front of a microphone.
Shout out to Olivia, actually.
Yeah, Olivia
big
is here.
shout out to
So who's
Olivia.
Olivia? She's sitting over here. She actually reached out to us to get on the podcast
God,
with
you're so
Loyalist.
She does all these amazing stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Olivia is the
Yeah.
friendly face at Loyalist. Everyone knows her. Everyone loves her.
Students especially, students love her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Props to
You're really
Olivia.
important. Oh yeah.
Hello, everyone. So I manage
student experience and engagement. Naveen is technically my assistant, but really just like the manager of my life. Like, the spread. He project manages. So like the food cupboard, Naveen took off the ground. So that's something that we work with. We worked on intramurals last year, extramurals like Hannah was talking about. We compete in not only dodgeball but cricket too. So for our international students,
oh yeah, that's a big sport, right? Okay,
it's huge. It's huge. They did pretty well.
There was
We hosted it. We convened it. Yeah.
I remember reading this in the news.
And then we do all pub things. Our department also works with international settlements. So whenever international students arrive, we bus them from the airport, get them hoteling, all that stuff. Yes. So my door says all things fun. And I truly believe it's true.
So
100%.
Do Hannah, Naveen, and Kashish all work with you?
Kashish and Naveen, yes. Hannah works in our department, but not our unit.
Oh, okay.
So she works for the athletics.
Yeah, I'm the athletic department summer student.
Okay.
So that's like new this summer. During the year, I did a placement at the athletic department. I also worked game day staff, and then I work at the fitness center as well.
Mm-hmm. You guys are all really impressive. Like, I didn't really do that much when I was in university.
Honestly, to me, like the truest shout out is just students in general. They work so much harder than when I was a student. I was not doing nearly as much, and like they're just reaching way further. They're having like deep, meaningful impacts on people around them. They're all the ones delivering everything. Like, it's awesome. I get to just sit back and have tons of fun.
I think we get that opportunity too because of them and like our amazing stuff though. They're putting out those opportunities for us to be able to work at the college.
I'm loving that we're just like having a compliment circle.
Yeah.
Also, like it goes back.
Take the microphone.
Also goes back to how Loyalist has decided to rebrand itself and change, be like, okay, like this way wasn't working. Let's do it in a different way that's more student focused.
Yeah.
And now they're fostering, community and culture and acceptance and like all these things.
Yeah. I think even from the time I was there to the time now and hearing you all speak, it's
so
very
different.
student focused.
And I think that is a wonderful thing because our community is better because of it. We're getting, like, everything is just better.
Yeah. One thing I'm going to say too, is because obviously you guys are awesome, but we know some people struggle at college. So if you are struggling, ask for help. A lot of people don't realize that colleges have programs to help you. So if you are struggling mentally, if you are struggling with anxieties, if you have a learning disability, anything, there's probably a program that can help you. So
yeah, shout out to Dave Templer. He is like our athlete success mentor. There's also like success mentors for non-athletes. And then we also have like Ryan Stonez. He's like mental health. Like he is all things mental health. So like if you need to talk to someone, he is there. And he is like a bundle of positivity.
We have free on-campus on-campus counseling. We have accessibility services, the academic testing center, the Safe app.
We also have an
what's
app.
that?
It's brand
when you
new.
can report, if you have any problem.
Yeah, that was a big
It's SSP app. So yeah. So
And is that new? Like as
so the My SSP is a mental health app that you can reach out to culturally appropriate counseling services. So
and
if
is that
you-
just through Loyalist?
That's just most colleges in Ontario
okay.
have it, but then the new one for Loyalists that is a soft launch this week is called the Safe app, and it gives you, while you're in the Safe app, you can share your location if you're in danger when you're on campus. If there's a lockdown, you can your parents can have the app and they can get the updates of what's going on with the lockdown.
And that's just at Loyalist.
That's just at Loyalist.
Wow.
That's a new one we've launched. And same if you need to alert security right away and share your location to them, or like it's really
You can do it quietly.
it's a tap. Yeah, it's really.
That's insane.
Yeah, and then like the academic testing, if you don't want to take tests in a busy room, you're able to book academic testing center. You're able to meet with accessibility. Like, just know it's covered. First point of contact, I would say, is your success advisor, your student advisor. It's specific to your course, and reach out to your student government. They can advocate for you and connect you to everything.
Yeah. I think it's just sometimes scary asking for help or looking for
we have all
service.
the available options to use, but I don't think any student at Loyalist will have the need to use all of them. But we have them, but
Yeah.
we don't need them.
You really want to test yourself? You use all of them.
Get your money's worth.
Yeah, let's see how weird this can get. Okay, I have one more question for all of you. Are you okay with that? Okay.
No.
Okay, cool. What is one thing you would tell an incoming student? or someone getting ready to apply to Loyalist?
I just want to tell them that, initially the things, after starting from the high school to the college or school, when you're entering there, so things get tougher. So don't take it to your heart. Just let it go. Go with the flow. And after some time, you'll be good at what you're doing. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
So give it some time and you'll be good.
Yeah, just remember, C's get degrees.
I think
saying.
don't be afraid too.
Yeah.
Like to not be afraid to go to college, and like you're going and you've made that commitment. So like being afraid is not helping your situation at all. I know it's scary and like I've been in that position, but like telling yourself you're fine and like just be confident and do it and be open to like meeting new people, just be open to like new experiences. And I think it's just going to be so much better.
I would say I would also gonna say the same, that ask for help,
Definitely makes sense.
talk to people. They will help you, and try to make as many friends as you can, as many good friends as you can. There's an emphasis, like emphasize. I'm emphasizing on good friends because it's important. They play a really important part in your life. So yeah,
I think too that kind of like we talked about, there are so many opportunities at Loyalist. Like reach out and use as many opportunities. It's included in your tuition. I think do everything that you possibly can at Loyalist.
Yeah.
I'll leave you guys with a piece of advice.
Yeah.
Use each other as business, like after in the business world, if once you graduate, you leave school, use each other and keep that network going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Network.
Networking
Talk to everybody.
is key.
Because
Networking,
eventually
yeah.
I might need something from you guys.
Yeah.
Or
Like
you might have a
project
question for
management.
me. Or vice versa. And we can all help each other. Because at the end, if everyone's succeeding, we're all winning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
This was so fun. This happens when someone reaches out and we're like, oh my God, we don't know them. What are we going to talk about? This is going to be insane. And then it's like the best episode ever.
Yeah.
And that's what just happened.
So much to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I could sit here like
I
all
could keep talking
afternoon.
to you, but I guess I should like go back to school.
Get you guys,
Seriously,
I
guys.
have crazy things to deal with.
Yeah, like we have to deal with things. But thank you, each and every one of you,
Yes, thank
for
you for
coming
taking the time and
and
dealing with
we
us.
Check out the show notes. We don't know what links will be in there yet, but there'll be some.
I have their social media handles.
Perfect. Okay.
thank you so
I'm gonna
much.
Thank you
shut
for
her down.
having us.
You're welcome. Thank you. That was amazing.
That was amazing.
It was really good. I enjoyed editing it.
That's good. I honestly, it was just good vibes.
Yeah, and you know what? I forgot. Life was easier in college and university.
Oh my
You
God,
remember you were
yeah.
like, "There's this so hard one," and then you enter real life and you're like, trash. One sets you up for this.
You know what? I didn't have that experience.
You had a baby.
I had a baby in college, so
So is it better now? Do you think?
no. It's way more complicated now because I have two of them.
But I think that it's I don't know. I thought like that was hard, like doing schoolwork. And
Honestly, though, I can see how it's challenging, especially when you're trying to juggle work and schooling and, being either like new to the country, sports, extracurriculars,
Whatever it
like
is,
any sort
yeah.
of thing, your mental health, like any of these things to juggle on top of schoolwork is a challenge because school is a full-time job.
It is, yeah. And you were doing part-time classes here for a while this year.
Holy fuck,
And
man.
being a mom and having a futime job. So killing
So I
it.
have to start again in September.
Maybe like take a break on that one.
I honestly
I
think I'm
maybe just maybe
the
just
thought
defer
makes me
that.
want to
Yeah.
have I think I only have one class left though.
Oh, so
So it's
close.
like if
Yeah.
I finish it in September, it's only like 8 weeks.
Mhm.
Like it's 2 months.
I also want to
crush
say,
it,
as
and then-
someone who went to school and dropped out multiple times but kept going back, if you have the ability to go to school, like
Go.
financially or
Always go.
just go, because like take a general art, like just go
Something.
and take something, because you'll find it's just a
People-
good time in your life.
Honestly, even just for the networking,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because they said this in school and I always laughed at them because I was like, okay, whatever. But when it came to like now being in like my job and like my career and like all these things, it's like when I need somebody, like something, or I have questions about something, like I'll go on like LinkedIn and I'll be like, oh, right, I went to school with them. Like they could probably help me with this.
Yeah.
And
also,
generally
like,
speaking, people will help you or at least point you in the right direction.
I'm also in a career that I didn't plan to be in. Like, I didn't go to school for this. Shocking.
Which is shocking because you're so good at it.
And I think, like, one thing is I wish I knew this was a career. I just didn't know this was a thing I could go to school for. So maybe look into more of what you're doing in school and what you want to do. But I don't know. I want to put that pressure on you. And you do learn, like, skills. Like, I met, even though I'm not using my degree, I met some of my best friends that will be in my life forever at university. So if you have the ability to do it, and I know that's hard for a lot of people.
It is. It's a challenge because it's expensive.
It's expensive, and we get that. So
I went into college on Ontario Works and got OSAP, and OSAP funded my whole thing.
Killing it.
Because I had mountains of student debt afterwards, but I also worked my ass off and got grants and bursaries to offset the costs of things. Because you know what these grants and bursary people love more? A single mom who's trying to be better for
single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops.
But yeah, no, I think they knocked off like half my student debt.
I would say I'm fortunate that I didn't. Like, my parents did pay for my schooling outright. So, but I believe, like, there's money out there, and schools will help you find it.
I had, my internship was extended from 4 weeks to 8 weeks because we thought it would be a better use of my time, and I would get better practical skills being at a business for 8 weeks, which I do not disagree with. But my OSAP funding ended after 4.
Oh, no.
So I was like, okay, I need to be able to pay rent.
Yeah.
I need to be able to get to this place. I need to be able to do all the things. I had to rearrange my childcare. They literally did help me through all of it.
Oh, that's great. I think, too, people don't realize that colleges have, or universities and colleges have all these.
And if you don't think you have the means to go to school, like the financial aid office at Loyalist, I can firsthand say that they were so incredible in helping me find ways to get all of my things figured out and settled, and so I can finish school.
Yeah. I enjoyed talking to them. My Loyalist experience was only 1 semester, but I had a really good time.
Yeah.
I partied a lot, but I had a great time.
I mean,
I did go to class.
Good.
So I just want to give a shout out. I went to the Hayloft on Saturday. I had a great old time at that barn party. I never experienced the Hayloft
Neither did I.
new owners.
I had a baby. I was in school.
Yeah.
And then it shut down.
I was 18, so they didn't let under it. It gives you like that country vibe with like new class. Like, not new class, but just like it's refined now, and you're not scared.
Like, it's not messy.
It's not messy.
It's fun and not messy.
But one thing, so it was this sick cover band. I truthfully don't know the name. I'm so sorry. And they were playing like bangers, and all of a sudden they play like, I think it was the Killers, and all the, like, I'm speculating here, all the heterosexual men flocked to the front because the Killers were playing. They were like, yeah, the Killers. And then I was there with like some of my best friends, and we were wearing Hawaiian shirts because we are the party. And this guy looks at us and goes, "You two should make out." And I was like, I didn't know people were still doing that. Like, I'm 27 now. Would I make out with my best friend? Yeah, love her to death. But
of course. But
no, not when you tell me to do it. I will not be doing it. And I took a break, and then I looked at him and his friend. I was like, you two should make out. And if you want to make a heterosexual man who's not probably 100% comfortable in his sexuality uncomfy,
that's the way to do it.
Tell him to make out with his friend. Like, turn those tables. This is going to be my new thing. You turn the tables on them, see how they feel. Make them feel like how they're making you feel. And he's like, I don't do that. I was like, that's lame. Sounds super lame. I don't know. That's my 2 cents about it.
But it's like, what did he expect you to do? Just be like, okay. Like,
read the room. I'm in a Hawaiian shirt. I was also sober because I was DD. Like, I was giving her like on the D floor, but I was like, what are you like?
D floor? I don't think that's dance floor.
No, the dance floor. But I just, the audacity of a mediocre heterosexual male is a lot.
I mean, you don't have to be much when you're a mediocre heterosexual man. Was he white?
Of course.
Of course he was.
It's so funny. And so now my new thing is like turning the tables on.
I love that.
On men when they make you uncomfortable. No, make them uncomfortable. Say the exact same thing to them and see how they feel.
I can start doing that.
Because I'd give them mad props if they kissed on the mouth. I'd be like, yes, like.
Oh, yeah, if they kiss, I still wouldn't kiss my. I mean, yeah. Never mind. Okay, so if that happened to me and they actually did kiss, I would totally
kiss my. Yeah. But don't do that.
But also just
don't. I don't know, like, not being crazy here, but let's stop making women uncomfortable. It's like this crazy notion I have of
so fucking weird.
So if you're making me uncomfortable, I'm gonna make you uncomfortable.
Or you can just go completely feral.
Yeah. People, that makes
if you just like go crazy, like if you just yell at them, like and just like have a full on like on the floor dance like breakdown.
Yeah.
Like
leave me alone. Oh,
nobody wants to like.
I have been feral,
fuck the crazy person.
No. Also, what did I send you? That meme that said, "Why do I never spiral into control?" I think that's the saying of the week. So everyone enjoy that.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
No.
Go download the Cool 100 and 95.5 Hits FM mobile app, and please keep supporting local news.
Yes, always please support local news. You can also sign up for the Good News in Quinte, where good news will be sent right to your inbox every Saturday morning around 8 o'clock.
Yeah, so and you can subscribe to the In Quinte e-blast, which is daily.
Yeah, and to find that, you just scroll to the bottom of the In Quinte website page. Who the fuck am I, a boomer?
The internet, the web,
the interwebs.
But actually, I'll link as much as I can in the show notes.
Yeah. So anything you want to do to support local news would be wonderful, because we're also independently owned and family operated
in Belleville. Okay.
In your/our community.
Wish us luck. Bye. The Babies of Quinte podcast is recorded and produced at Starboard Communications, home of 95.5 Hits FM, Cool 100, and InQuinte.ca.